Live. We're live. Ow, and we on time, ladies.
Yes, on time. Who says women can't be on time? Who says it?
Who said
Say
that?
that.
Well, you already know Black girls rock. Okay,
Of course.
so
That
this,
part.
greatness that's on this screen already. It's just a vibe. So, are y'all ready to get to work?
Ready.
Let's do
Ready?
it.
Let's do it. You let the screen go. So y'all know I'm over here. I'm over here trying to figure out life real quick. All right, my job, but it's not my job. But anyway, y'all already know it's your girl Corey D's, aka Lemon Squeeze, aka the Wholesome Hole, aka the Vessel, aka a whole lot of AKAs in this mother for you here today. And we are back with another live and direct episode of Hush Your Mouth. She's trying to figure out her little soundboard over here, like something's happening. Oh man. So we are back again with another live and direct episode. We have a full panel. Well, not full, but we're waiting for a few more people. Well, now. And we're here talking about the what are we talking about, y'all?
Energy.
My energy is like super like all over the place right now.
You gotta get yourself balanced.
I gotta get myself balanced because right now I'm really feeling kind of like unbalanced right now, and this is my mental health check-in, by the way. I'm trying to figure out life, things is happening. What you say, Corinne? Those planets is in retrograde again.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All of that. Yeah, it's just a lot happening. We just gotta figure out life. But let me introduce you, lovely ladies. We have Nelly Nels, because we got a lot of things happening on today's episode. We got two Corinnes, we got two Nels, we got a lot of energy, like likeness and zodiacs and closeness and stuff like that. So this is gonna be fun. So we also have Corey Mack here, or Corinne, as everybody may know her, from Royal Roots Company. We need these sound effects though, because I want my girls to get their applause, like an energy building thing.
My size.
But yeah, so we also have Nell. She'll be on in a few. We're talking about energy and how the impact of it and so on and so forth. So tell me what you guys thought about today's episode, how you feeling, the check-in, the regular vibes.
My wellness check, I guess, for today would be I'm feeling pretty good today. I was having like a rough start off of my day. But I try to get myself back centered. I actually spoke with my therapist today, so that is always helpful. And I got myself feeling a little bit better. So I say it's turned around. The day could have gone a different way, but the energy, shifted.
Yes. I'm so happy for that. What did you do to recenter your energy?
Well, the first thing was talking to my therapist. I had a appointment already with her, so the fact that I was already having an off day just really helped me kind of bring it back. And she gave me those good reminders of what I usually do to kind of get myself back centered. So taking a little bit of time, quiet time for yourself, which is what I did. Just thinking about what the heck I need to be thinking about, what I need to be mad about, and what I don't need to be mad about, and then going from there.
That sounds like you kind of just knew what you needed to do. You just needed some reassurance, and that's really important.
Yeah.
I go to Corinne a lot for reassurance. Like every day I'm on her line. So she's a beautiful actress that I on the show today, expert in this topic. We did Soul Ties with Corinne. If you guys missed that episode, please go back and watch that. I do have a video coming out about that episode because it was really long, but I shortened it and got you guys the main points. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Chanel, I'm so happy that you were able to refocus your energy for today.
Yes, and I love that Soul Ties episode.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite. I was like on that one. I was like, girl, I did not know that stuff. It was a really good episode. So y'all should go and check that out if you haven't.
Thank
yes,
you.
Indeed. I love it.
Corinne, how you doing, beautiful?
Ooh. I am feeling really good. I'm feeling really good today. I'm feeling really light. It's so important, like Nelly said, to remind yourself of the grounding. Like when you feel like you're about to be all over the place, remind yourself to stay centered. That's important for me to do because I have a toddler that's constantly watching me every day. And I know the moment I'm off, if I'm anxious and all over the place, she's exactly that same way. And she's a fire sign too. So we can't have 2 fires in the house. Actually 3, because my man is a fire sign too. We can't have fireworks all day long. So it's important for me, especially to keep myself centered and grounded. Also from working with my clients, I just feel really good and like grounded despite all this, energy that's going around. Like Mercury was retrograde when I was born, so I'm not really feeling flustered and all this other stuff, but I'm grateful for at least knowing these things. We could talk about this later as well. So I know what to pay attention to and also just physically what to pay attention to. Oh, and I had some really good food that I've been like wanting for some time. So I'm happy.
We got our sound effects. I'm excited. I'm so happy. If y'all don't hush them up, y'all know how I feel about my darn sound effects. So I'm appreciative of shout out to Side Panel. And I want y'all to know that Side Panel has the sound bar. So that is why if you hear some random sounds that don't belong where they're supposed to go, it's just her doing what she does. But it's very, very important to be grounded. So what are some of the things that you do to get yourself grounded and get back into the groove of things? Nell said she spoke to her therapist and so on and so forth. Like, what are some of the things that you do?
I take my baths yesterday and especially when important during that full moon to take the bath to do a cleansing and set intentions. I go outside. I don't care how cold it is. Even though I can't stand the cold, whatever the weather is, going outside to just getting some fresh air and connecting yourself back with nature can always help to just bring you right back to center. Sometimes just laying back and breathing, like seeing, like just doing a body scan to see where your energy is. Is your heart palpitating? Are you sweating in certain places? Is your mind racing? So just little things to bring you back to like, okay, you're doing too much. Let me just like zoop, do a quick, whether it's like a 5-minute regular gratitude checks as well. I'll do those throughout the day too. So I have an app that reminds me at different points of the day, like, okay, what are you grateful for? So that I'm not in a constant space of feeling negative or feeling down or just distracted.
That's important. Gratitude is super, super important.
It is.
Well, I want to say thank you, ladies, for showing up and sharing and just being. I'm appreciative of you guys. This is me showing my gratitude for today.
I appreciate the offer, the invitation. So
absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we don't want to hold the people up while we kind of waiting for. Oh, first of all,
hold on. What's your check-in? Hold on.
Well, I came in with the check-in. I was like, listen, I'm all over the place. Today's been crazy. I'm still learning how to do all of this stuff. So that's just where I'm at. But I'm just going to shoot from now on. That's the new thing.
Let's go.
Do it. Let's get into it.
Shoot. So we're going to jump right into this topic. Oh, Nels have a 5.
Hey,
hello, beautiful.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're glad to have you here. How's your mental health? How's your energy? Go like what you up to? He's about to start. Oh no, my girl froze.
Talking to me.
Yes, now. Go.
I'm like, who's she talking to? Girl, it's been a busy day, but I'm good. I can't complain.
I want to say shout outs to you because I've been seeing a lot of the work that you've been doing. So there was a big fire in the Bronx, and Nels has been offering a lot of assistance to those families and stuff like that. So I want to say that's some dope stuff right there. That just lets us know where
Thank you.
Yes. So if you know anybody who was involved in that, and they need some type of help, you can definitely hit Nels up. Her link will be in the link description below. So let's jump right into it. What is energy and its true power? So for me, this was such a broad question because I believe that energy is so powerful. And it's funny because in my opinion, spiritual energy and physical energy are two different entities in themselves. I think as we navigate through this journey of life, I think as we grow and go through this journey of life, we grow spiritually. And what I've come to realize is that there really are only two energies, and it's love and fear, in my own opinion, right? So they're followed by a lot of underlying factors, such as like anger and jealousy and resentment, and even maybe like addictions and stuff. Or for love, it could be like appreciation, gratitude, patience, and contentment.
Right.
Which again, like they all equal to love. But the power is that the fear can show up as love and just not knowing what your true intentions are, right? Or what someone else's true intentions are, for that matter, and trying to know different. I believe that it's just something that we have to experience in our spiritual journey, and that's just my take on energy and its power.
I agree. Well, for me, energy is like it's different things too. Like there's spiritual energy, there's like, energy that we exude, or like what I would say is an aura, not necessarily energy, but your aura, which is a part of your energy and a part of what makes what your energy creates, like because of who you are. I feel like your aura is like, it's just who you are, and it comes out in a vibration form. You know what I mean? So people can feel you. People can feel how you are as a person. If you're strong, if you're, not strong physically, but if you're just a strong person, people can feel those types of things. So I feel like that's a part of like aura, energy. They kind of go hand in hand. And I feel like energy for me, I actually, a couple of years ago, I learned about the power of energy and how it can really shift your life, shift your perspective, shift a day, completely to the left or to the right. And as time goes on, I guess we'll talk about a little bit more deeply about how it really has impacted me. But yeah, learning about energy and the fact that it really, you create your own energy around you, you create your aura, you create what people feel off of you. You have the power to make it negative or positive, but it is difficult, and it does take practice, because it's just in anything. Your brain is a muscle, so you have to practice getting it right, getting that energy right, learning how to use it at the right time, not overspilling the wrong energy at a bad time. So yeah, energy is there's so many levels to it, and I would love to learn more and more, which I hope we do in this show. But yeah,
that's why I said it's such a broad thing. Like it's such a broad topic. Like you can go so crazy with this energy factor.
Yeah, definitely.
Coco.
Oh, that's me. Oh
no, that's not you. That's so.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
whoever.
the name
No, you can go.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you can go. Go ahead. Oh my gosh.
We're both Coco.
Yes, you go ahead, Coco, because my sister calls me that as well. You go ahead, Coco.
It's okay. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Corinne.
Oh, me. Okay.
I can't hear you because it keeps.
This is so bad because we all have similar names, and there was no way to like separate this whole thing. Like it's two and two. So it was just like I don't know how this happened, but it's dope.
It's cool. But you can go because I can't really. I didn't hear you ask me a question.
Yeah, no, we're just on question number 1.
Okay, because it keeps breaking up on me. But
your service is bad. Yeah, it's just basically like what is energy and its true power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
energy, yeah, like she said before, there's so many. Energy could be it's just everywhere for me. So we can go off topic with energy. We can go over left field with energy. But it's important though. So it's definitely important. If you're having bad energy around you and I come next to you, it's gonna throw me off to where I gotta catch it to be like, oh wait, hold on, I don't know what's going on with you right now, but it's starting to affect me because your energy is not right. I gotta get away from you. But there's a lot of different aspects of energy and what's your definition of it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So Roy Roots, you want to sew this question up?
Let's do it. It's so interesting because when you grow up, when you in school, the science class or whatever classes you take, the only energy they're talking about is like the atoms. You exploring atoms. You looking at nuclear energy, electric energy, heat, light, sound. You're doing all these experiments, but they're not teaching you about your own energy. And we are all like energy beings. Your soul is an eternal being, and so we may be in this physical form right now, but in another lifetime, we can come back as something totally different. Because it's like a broadcast. Right now, our soul is a broadcast, and the body is the TV that is showing, and it will change how we perceive things around us based on the energy where we are. But energy is everything. The power of it, you can fuel a whole city with energy, right? You could walk into a room and change your whole room with energy. You can manifest and attract things to you based on where your energy level is. And so I don't know if I should hop into this right now because I had a graph. Let me just pull this out. In terms of your body, right? Because a lot of people don't understand that it's like, what the hell is chakras? What is all of this, right? So if you look at your body, as a piece of energy, it's broken down into different segments of energy. This is what the chakras are. People may see them as different colors and all these things, but it's funny because there's a lot of overlap between psychology and spirituality, and unfortunately the two have not completely figured out how to just be holistic and work together. But I just want to share this because my background is actually in psychology and in social work before I moved over into this line of work. But one thing that's important for me is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that pyramid. And it's just funny because on the basis of it, the bottom of it is physiological needs, right? You're looking at needs based on food, water, sex drive, sleep. After that, you have safety in the orange. That's based on, do you have somewhere to live, employment, job. Yellow is love and belonging, family. And then green comes from like, what does it say there? Love, self-esteem. And then blue is self-actualization. If you take these same colors and you understand your chakras, your base chakra is red, then it goes through orange, yellow, green, blue, light blue, some people indigo and white, right? It's literally the same transcendence of energy. And so a lot of people think, okay, I'm just going to figure out who I am. I'm just going to hop through all these steps. But honestly, if you don't have basic needs met, you're not getting there as fast as everybody else. You may get certain pieces here and there, but it's not going to be long lasting because you haven't been provided enough of these things. If you're still trying to figure out, oh damn, I don't have a job. If you're still trying to figure out where you're sleeping at night, if you don't even know what food you're eating at night, how can you focus on, I'm reaching my highest potential and doing what I should do? And we're not talking about money. Thank you. We're not talking about monks who like purposely choose not to eat. They make a sacrifice and that comes with discipline. But if you're still worrying about security, and a lot of this is based with like fear, if you look at the chakras and different things, you got fear. You just, as you said, Karen, operating at a certain level. That's a very low vibration. You got sickness and illness. That's a very low vibration. And so until you can overcome a lot of that, even issues with healing the heart, you really aren't going to be to a steady place where you are attracting things that's like relevant to your highest and your soul's purpose. You're going to get stuff. That's guaranteed. You're going to get stuff, but it's not going to be long lasting, and you probably will not be happy or joyful from it.
Something she said reminded me of something that I had taken some notes about earlier when I was like, looking at the topic and writing down things. And that was what you said. It said, without purifying, you cannot do anything better than you're doing it right now. So like, that's basically what you were saying. Like, you have to clear your energy. You have to cleanse your energy in order to get to any next level of whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it's with your heart, whether it's with your physical, your health. You know what I mean? Unless you purify and get it down, then you can't build on it. So that was like right in alignment with what I had.
That's a fact. And you know what? I'm sorry, I had to throw this in there too, because they laugh. People think that The Matrix, you just watching like a documentary, but that's like real life. But they paint it like this is like it's a game for you, so that you don't really believe like, okay, that shit's actually real. But energy almost works in the same way like a game system. I remember playing Sonic growing up, or Donkey Kong, and you had the cheat codes, LIG 1 2 3, whatever it was, and boom, now you on the next level.
Does she remember
frequency can work the same way though. Boom, let me put in that little cheat code for frequency, and boop, now I'm up on the next level. But if you continue to be around certain people and in certain environments that will not allow you to excel, then you're gonna be like battling your whole life, honestly.
Yes. Y'all are on fire tonight. I wish I had like some like fire sounds or something. Oh no, that's not the right thing to sound. Oh man,
fireworks.
That was really bad. I'm tired, y'all. All right, so dangers of energy. What is the impact of bad energy on your everyday life?
Well,
I mean, it really depends on the person.
Okay, it depends on the person.
I was gonna say, there's a particular, like, I guess it's a story. Recently, maybe a couple of months ago, I was like having a real low vibrating day. I was having a hard time. I woke up, like, it was just one of those days where you just wake up and it just feels like everything is just not going the way you need it to go. And I was frustrated. Everything that the kids said to me was just annoying me. My man, he was, anything he said, whether it was small or little, it was just like, really, I went out the house, I got in the car, and I like was doing laundry, going to the laundromat. I got in the car, speeding down the block, acting crazy because I'm all upset and everything. And I got to the laundromat, and there was a guy pulling out the parking spot. So basically, we kind of had like a little exchange in our cars, like body language kind of thing. And it got to be like, I was so upset with how he was acting over this spot that I was ready to hop out my car. So I ended up getting a spot. I went and I came out of the car, and he like looked like he said something. So I'm like, did you say something to me? And I'm already riled up because my energy is like crazy all over the place. And I'm like, did you say something to me? Totally unnecessary at this point because I've already parked, like, let it go, Chanel, go do your laundry. And he said something back, and we did like a small, back and forth. And I don't know what it was about, maybe the way I was looking or what I was saying, but he just stopped and he looked at me and he was like, I hope you have a better day. And he just turned around and got in his car. And it literally stopped me in my tracks, because a lot of times we think about bad energy, we think about other people bringing it to us and not ourselves bringing it to ourselves. Like, we can really have a snowball effect of our day just because we keep bringing bad energy to ourselves, because we won't take a second to center ourselves. And then we end up being mad about everything. Now everything is getting on my nerves. I'm about to fight this man. I don't know, and that could be dangerous for me. I don't know him from a can of paint. He could pull out a gun on me. People are crazy these days.
That's a fact.
So I put myself in a dangerous situation just because I wouldn't take a second. All right, Chanel, just sit in your car for a second and recenter yourself because you're bugging. You really, like it was nothing really that crazy that day to have me off the handle like that, but I was just like ready to go. Anybody who said anything, and that's a dangerous way sometimes about how we can bring negative energy to ourselves and hurt ourselves. So, we got to be careful of who we let in, but we got to be careful of how we treat ourselves and our situation.
Yes. Because my example of that was like when you go to work to a job that you hate every day. Like, and then, like, you're like, let's say you're working like customer service. You're supposed to be pleasant. I don't want to fucking call you and have you on my line and you be nasty. And I'm like, no, I'm the reason why you even have a job. If I don't call in, then you won't probably have a job. If we don't utilize your service, you probably won't have a job or whatever the case is. So I definitely had an example that energy is definitely transferable. Yeah. But I also said the impact of bad energy can affect our well-being, like you said, and our behaviors and our relationships. And bad energy negates like stress and depression and resentment, which also again retracts back to fear, right? And it can also constitute low self-esteem, because you believe the notions that other people may put on you or that you might have on yourself or whatever the case is. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how it personally impacted me is like there was times where I was definitely around some very low vibrational motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And I just felt like down a little bit, like they were always gossiping and worrying about everything that everybody else was doing, even the things that I was doing. I was happy doing the stuff that I was doing. I ain't see nothing wrong with it because I was being true to myself. However, it kind of made them upset and it made me start looking at myself like, dang, am I wrong for, doing this or doing that or having this experience or that one? And what I had to do was realize that they resented me for being my true, authentic self. Right. And that's an energy.
That's hard for people to swallow sometimes. Yeah.
Right. It's hard for people to understand like, yo, I'm being true to myself. So what I'm doing, how is it affecting you? It shouldn't affect you in this way. Why are you spending so much of your energy worried about only to then it's that they wish they knew how to be their true, authentic self. That's the fear of being yourself. You don't love yourself enough to be you. You want to be me. That's weird shit. Go be you. I pray that now they know how. I really do. But they turned around and did the same shit. I was looking like, how does that work?
Yes.
That transfer of energy is so real, though. Like you said, the snowball effect. You get out your bed, you tripped over something. Now you pissed the whole rest of your day. Now you stuck in traffic. Now your boss, writing you up. Now you can't get a long lunch break. And it just seemed like everything from there is getting on your nerves, right? Maybe your child did something that they normally do that you laugh at. And now because you pissed, it's like, nah, get out of here. Now you even more upset because you can't get yourself back focused and centered. But it's funny for me because when I first started dating my man, my sister would call me where her nonsense going on in her relationship to vent. And he would know when I was on the phone with her because I would get off and suddenly now I'm tight. And I was like, don't even touch me. Don't even. He was like, you was on the phone with her again, right? And I had to start really realizing like, oh shit, like, okay.
That's me and really all the time.
It happens. And it'd be like, damn, you are innocent bystander. This wasn't even meant for you, but my bad. But it has to, you have to start getting aware of like, okay, am I speaking to people that's like throwing me off and shit like that? How can I protect myself and my energy, set a boundary so that I'm not like setting myself up? Now she get off the phone, she's feeling good, and I'm getting all feeling pissed. So it's like that transfer is crazy. But not only with people, we did a lot of talking about people, but also objects. Like, what if you angry and now you cooking dinner? Now shit is burning. Now the food don't taste good. Now you don't even love the food. You know what I'm saying? Now it's no love in the fucking food, and now it's like, who made this food, Mom? Because it shouldn't even taste like you cooked it. Like, damn, my bad. It probably wasn't me. It was my fucking
right.
My bad.
Too. I've definitely been there where I'll be like so mad that I'm like I can't focus.
The food tastes salty now.
The whole flavor is off, But also even like when you consider going to get your hair done by somebody, like who you going to get, who you letting do your hair? Is this person even angry? Are they touching your head? Who you letting do your nails? Are they coming in pissed off? Because that same transfer happens in those objects as well. But you also got to be careful. A lot of people are in a space of wanting to support growing businesses, and that's amazing. Continue to do it because we all in a growing phase. We all have to start there, right? But at the same time, you gotta be mindful who you picking things up from. I remember looking at people talking about I started making these oils and stuff when I was depressed, and then I started feeling so much better. But baby, where the depression went then? You know what I'm saying? Are you now sending this in a package to somebody's house? So like you may be thinking like, oh wow, I'm getting this because it made her feel better. It's gonna make me feel better. No, if the frequency on that shit is low too, what you think is about to happen to your thing? So I look at energy as well as like an energy bank. Like, are you putting money in? Are you putting energy in, or should being deducted from your bank account? You have to start looking at it as that way too.
That's crazy that you say that, because when you mentioned the fires, it's like, I'm starting multiple small businesses. So in one of my small businesses is doing better than the other, but now I can reach out and I feel good to take out, to help out. You know what I mean? So it's like that energy is there for that business. Like, oh my God, like, I'm loving this. I'm in love with what's going on. I can actually help out with what I'm doing. And so like, I get that. But the best thing is also to, when you have bad energy around you, and you can call it out before it affects you. Okay, well, I like with my homegirls, if they're going through it, and usually they're not, they're not like extra, or they're not just dramatic, and I'm on the phone and they're like, and you be like, okay, well, I'm gonna call you back. Because like right now I'm not there. I'm over here with my piece, like la la la. You feel me? So it's like when you are able to call it out ahead of time, that's like, I love that. And I've learned that over time. It's not something that just happens overnight where you can just read people easily. But that you say that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? That's funny that you say that, Nels, because it's kind of like I'm learning to do that more, because before I would be a little bit more receptive. Like, everybody calls me with their problems. Everybody calls me to vent, because I'm really good at problem solving, right? But I realized that that starts putting me again in a bad space around my house. When my mom gets to complaining about other people, I'll be like, oh no, I'm gonna call you back.
Yeah.
Love you. I gotta call you back. And she's probably watching, but that is the reason why I gotta call you back, because that energy that you're sending, even the way that you're sounding on the phone, those frequencies, those vibrations coming through to my ears, they're imprinted on my soul, and I can't take it. I just want to shoot.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but as I'm getting older, my anxiety be like, whoo. So even like if I'm in the middle of working on my own businesses or whatever I got going on, and I'm trying to put my own problem solving things together, whatever, and then here goes my adult son, Ma, I gotta get da 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 da, and I'm like, listen, boy, I don't got time to be trying to figure your shit out. I gotta figure my own shit out right now. You are grown. Goodbye. Have a nice day. And they be like, why are you so rude? What are you mad about?
That's a fact.
I be like, I ain't mad, but your energy is not about to affect my day. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm scrolling right through it. I don't need your interruptions to come and alter my day or alter what I'm doing with my business. And I'm saying business not as far as businesses, as far as what makes you money. I'm just talking about your business, period. General. Like, in general. Yeah. Like, I don't got time for that. That's don't got nothing to do with me. That's got something to do with you. That's something you got to figure out, and you do that on your own right now. If I volunteer my services,
it's different.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
I don't know how good this conversation is for people who don't understand us Aries, because it's about 3 Aries on this show in one floor.
Oh my God!
So this is some other type of time. We all understand each other. We like,
right.
That's true.
Right.
No, definitely.
I'm gonna ask you, I'm sorry, because I forgot to mention this too with music, and how music can really, like, that's something everybody listens to every day. But if you really I mean, I don't know how many speeding tickets. I know a lot of people who got speeding tickets because they turned up a song. I was like, oh shit, this the shit. Right now we on it.
I'm out.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That shit makes a difference. Like it really makes a difference. Suddenly you cruising because it was a nice R&B song. Suddenly a Migos song come on and you look down at your meter and you at 90 miles an hour. Damn. Like how did that shit happen like that? So even the music seeping in, and this is why Bob Marley was so loved, because he recorded his music at a certain frequency, so everybody can vibe on that shit. It was on the frequency of love, 432. But all this other hype shit on the radio all day, every day, where it just create a confusion, it creates a clutter. Nobody's saying don't listen to it, but also be aware of the effect that music is having on your state of mind as well and your peace of mind. Because some of that shit. You hear some songs and now all of a sudden you say at your man, you hear a song, now you like, oh shit, fuck this person. No, bring it back.
Yeah, it's times where you have to be like, listen, I don't want to hear that shit. But now I'm like, you got kids, so if you get to the point where you're like, my mom used to say the same thing to me. Turn that down. I don't feel like hearing all of that.
Right.
And now I'm like, now I understand why she used to say that.
Yep.
Because right now that's not my root move. That shoot 'em up, bang bang. I don't want to hear that shit. I hear it in my party days. If you know how I know, like we had to be outside in the club all the time back in that era.
And nobody wants to do that now.
No.
My ears hurt. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. And you know what else? Is Summer Walker. Her album be having me so all over the place. I'm like, bitch, I cannot listen to you no more right now. I can't do it.
In your feelings. Completely in your feelings. Yeah. In your feelings. Like you wasn't even feeling this way before.
Now, some of that music is good cleanup music because I be getting that elbow grease when I be mad. I be like, girl,
that's for sure.
That stove be clean, girl. That stove be
clean.
That's for sure.
I'll be into it. I'll be like, nigga,
exactly.
That is a fact.
The cleaning comes out of it sometimes.
Right.
No,
that is
cooking.
Certain music is good for certain shit. You know what I mean? Like, my kids be looking at me.
It depends on what you're on.
Like, it's so real that if my kids see me in a bad mood, my daughter will be like, let's turn on the jazz. I like jazz and stuff like that. So they kind of know what works for me. They can read me very well. Yeah. It's important for your kids to definitely know you or anybody that you're around on a regular basis and sharing energy with to know you and know when you're kind of like off. Because I know when I listen to some Cardi B, I'll be ready to gangbang at breakfast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I listen to Cardi B before 2:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good for nobody. If I freaking listen to Rick Ross or like one of these drug dealing type of niggas, I'll be ready to go sell drugs.
This is a fact. This is a fact, though. This is really a fact.
But sometimes, even if it is like, Rick Ross or Drake or whatever, it could be still inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be just something that they say in that song that just amps you up, and it just like, I'm about to go do X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna kill it. You know what I mean? So it could be motivational too, but it is always your mood that will set the tone for what you're listening to. But I'm too old for some of this. So now
real quick with our Hush Your Mouth family. Hey, twin. Hello. Hey, Nelly. Hello.
Hey.
You read my mind.
I don't know who's like, we're all Nellies.
So that's my mom. So she's saying hi to both of y'all Nellies. You read my mind, Nelly. Aura is very important energy that we as people, but the God in you can turn any negative spirit or energy around if you learn how to have faith to do it. There is a Holy Spirit that lives inside of a person who believes in Jesus. Okay. Thank you very much.
Love you, Auntie.
Bad energy has the ability to fuck your whole day up. But on those days, you have to literally speak life into the situation. Say positive affirmations and purposely increase or improve your own energy. Absolutely. Okay, so true, Nelly, about having individual about an individual having negative energy too, but some of us don't think that we're the one. Wait, that they're the one with the negative energy. They think their poop don't stink. Okay. She's talking about spirits being on you. She's going off in these comments, y'all. I don't know what's going on.
What?
So she said, okay, baby, so I'm sorry, Mom, that you had to receive the message on Hush Your Mouth.
Uh-oh.
Listen, don't call
We're
me.
going to talk about this afterwards. Don't worry.
Look. You can't really type on this keyboard. Okay. Well, yeah.
I believe that. I definitely know that for a fact.
Yeah. The music puts certain spirits into their energy. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not even going to shout no specific people out because they all do it. So, in what ways does energy affect our relationships? Like in a more positive way? Because we talked about the impact on our everyday life and our activities, but like our relationships is another factor, right? I think that's the whole. So.
Definitely. I think that like if in relationships, because there's different types of relationships, like romantic relationships, your relationships with your children or your coworkers or whatever. So I feel like initially how energy affects it is what kind of energy you bring as an individual to that relationship. And then once your energies are together, how do y'all energies get along, because everybody, just because you may be cool with the person doesn't necessarily mean that they are necessarily for you, their energy is for you. That doesn't mean that they're not a good person or they're not like, maybe they're great for somebody else or they're great, but it just doesn't mean that energy is for you. So definitely I feel like as an individual, what you bring to the relationship, friendship, partner, whatever it is with your children, that's your energy first, and then how you react or how you deal with the other person's energy. Like those are ways that positive energy can affect or negative energy can affect the relationship, in my opinion.
Okay. I feel like the positive aspects of energy for me, because I talked a lot more so about the negative ways that it can impact the relationships in everyday life. The previous question, but I feel like the positive aspects of energy for me is like exuded through the things that I love, which is expressed to how I actually show up to anything that I do. Like for instance, I love mentoring the youth that I work with. So when I go to work, in return, the children love me back because they can sense that my energy is genuine. I love podcasting and sharing my journey with others. So for others to learn and grow with me and from my own previous experiences and mistakes. Hence why I show up every week ready to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love gaining knowledge and experiences. So I approach learning as a child and understand that I can still learn new things each and every day. And I try to soak up as much as I can. I'm like that in my relationships as well because I don't believe that anything happens by chance. So when I become friends or in any type of like exchange of energies with anyone that I choose to open up my soul to and share my energy with, it's always going to come from a more genuine place where like I'm willing to pour into you as much as I'd want you to pour into me. But it has to leave me feeling a sense of fulfillment versus like depletion, right? So I feel like positive energy can only promote love, and fear and negative energy can only equal out to hurt and pain, but that can never be love. So that's my whole take on that.
Yeah, totally concur.
Yeah.
It could have just it's your mental health too with the when it comes down to relationships. If that energy is negative, your mental health is gonna be all the way shot to hell. So it's just like, and it's also the people that you keep in your relationship. Everybody got it, you know what I mean? So everybody has clearly different energies, who you involve into your business or who you vent to. So again, it's like, you know what I mean? Like
be careful who you vent to. Be careful who you tell your business. You tell your good things to. be careful. Anything that you care about, you gotta be careful with.
One thing, yeah. One thing I just told my brother, you know, because we all go through things in our family circles. We fight, we argue, whatever. But I just told my brother, like bro, because one of them didn't want to hear it. You know, he's too manly, so he don't want to stay in girly shit. He wanna that y'all gotta fix that. I don't got nothing to do with that. All right, but you're the family. So sometimes when family reaches out to family, it's for a reason. So like I was telling my brother, like I'm not venting to nobody but you because it's family. So let's keep this energy here so we can fix the energy that's like, you know, like imbalance. Not balancing out right, but it's always the people that you vent to. Like if their energy is off, then it's gonna be negativity throughout your whole entire relationship because everybody feel like they know what's best for you. Only person that knows what's best for you is you. Like so yeah, the relationship can get crazy. I remember one time, right? This is a real story, not to get off topic, but I went on a high speed chase about me. I went on a high speed. Girl, I was not fucking playing with him that day.
Damn,
Like that
son,
day, I
really define this.
had a fucking up that day. And he had some shit that pissed me off. So I'm like, oh, all right, you want to keep driving, nigga? All right, you got me fucked up. And I followed him, but he had started with me. Like he was picking and he was doing all the nonsense. And I'm just like, I don't understand the vibes right now. What's up? So I got on the same type of time that he got on that he was on, just because that energy came to me the way that it came to me. And it was just like, okay, so that's what you want to be on now. I'm on it too. I literally, no lie, in the middle of the fucking Bronx, excuse my language, went on a high speed chase with him because he wanted to do what he was wanting to do, and I was like, no, not today. Not today. I don't even care. But I had to stop. I stopped. I had to pull over because we was cutting across. Oh, my phone. That's how real it is. My phone dropped. We was cutting across like garbage trucks, ambulances. Kids was walking across the street. We wasn't caring. It was that crazy. I had to pull over and just let him go. I was on the steering wheel arguing, yelling on FaceTime, arguing and yelling and all that type of stuff. And when I pulled over, I said, you know what? You got it. Because I got to get away from you. If your energy has me risking not only my life, your life, and everybody else's that was around me that I don't even know, innocent people, I have to get away from you. Like, word. You got it. Throw it again.
Listen.
Nah, but it's real. It's real.
I think we all probably been there before.
Definitely.
Like, with some other type of time that we probably shouldn't have been on. And now we look back at it and I'm like, I wouldn't even give you the time of day today to even get me in that space. Like I wouldn't even let you disturb my peace in that way. So yeah. But shout outs to the ones that definitely love those high speed chases.
We still together. That's the crazy part. Because he learned. Stop playing with her. Stop playing with me. Please stop playing with me. Yeah, but you know, as you get older, you don't want that. You don't want that. So you have to really be the bigger person to break that shit down. Like, listen, I don't know what you got going on, but if this is gonna be good for us, then we gotta change that because that's not healthy. And if it's not healthy, then it doesn't make no sense. You know what I mean? So he got it together, but you know.
I took this question a couple different ways because I feel like, I mean, you could look at this in terms of like astrology with the sun, the moon, planets and stuff going on, right? Corinne, when we got on, you talked about like the full moon, the retrogrades, how all that shit is affecting you. So that alone, understanding that can really change your whole, the whole game for you in your relationship, honestly, because if you understand, all right, Mercury's going retrograde, my phone or some technology may fuck up. We may have communication issues in our relationships, kind of certain things to look forward to so you can set yourself up, prepare yourself so that you know what to look for, so you're not just thrown off wondering, damn, what the fuck is going on. The full moons, people are out in the street driving crazy around the moon cycles. I try to stay off the road because it's always like extra road rage around the full moon. Suddenly everybody got to get to the red light first. Suddenly everybody, I mean, it's like we're going to the same stop sign. Like you can go ahead. I'm not gonna race you. So that aspect, even understanding numerology, these are all tools you can use to understand yourself, your partner, and just to better your relationship as a whole. But also intention, right? A lot of people like to set their intentions around these moon cycles, right? You got a new moon, time to start something new. You can start writing out your intentions to start something fresh. Full moon, what do you want to release? So you sit down and write these intentions down for what you personally want to release. But I don't hear too many people talking about any more intentions for a relationship. I remember dating people and being like, what's your intentions with me? Or your parents used to be the one to ask the person, what's your intentions with my daughter? That is so critical to start off. Like, it's so essential to ask that, because are you about to be getting played a fool for years and then trying to figure out, oh, he lied to me? No, you lied to yourself because you wasn't loyal to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
When you say that, I'm sorry, I gotta jump in real quick, because when you say that, I just had somebody tell me like that they were with this person for, like 8 years, like almost a decade. And she's requesting things of him that he had to say to her, well, how you requiring these things of me that you never required of me or asked me about before? Like, you never required this of me before, so why do you think that I'm about to now give them to you 8 years later? It's not gonna happen, sis. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. You got to be real with yourself up front and with that person, because otherwise you're going to be playing this game. Lowering your standards could also look like lowering your vibrations just to meet this person where they at. But what good is that doing you though? What good is that doing you?
Let it be you where you at. If you're already trying to do this, let it be you where you're at.
Exactly. Like, your partner should be pouring into you. But for us women, especially women of color, it's so much of this. Well, oh my God, he down and out. I'm gonna hold it down and support this guy.
Oh my God, that stay down till I come up shit back in the day. Now, how many times you done heard stay down till I come up? What? I think that's
no.
What do you mean stay down till you come up, nigga?
No. It's a no.
It don't go like that.
It's a no. But we're gonna always attract people depending on our own vibration. That's good or bad, right? But sometimes these negative characters can just be reminders of places where we need to still be doing work on ourselves, or things that maybe bad habits we still need to work through. So there's always a lesson to learn in whoever it is that you manifest, right? Even people not being clear in what you want. Oh, I just want to get married. Now you just attracted the fucking bozo. You know what I'm saying? The biggest bozo because you was not clear on that intention. Or even energy in terms of people like, I just want somebody to everybody loves sex. I just want somebody to fuck me so good. Yeah. All right, but what? This man can be fucking his demons right into you. He leave out feeling great, like, wow, I feel really strong now. And here you are now feeling like, damn, I'm exhausted. Not just from the beat down, the clapping and all this shit, but like you really feel like, I really feel like somebody just took something from me. Yeah, he probably did. He did. So, and getting clear in terms of that, like people use sex for magic too, by the way. Like, what the fuck? Like, so don't get stuck out there all wrapped up in everything is sex. Everything is sex. Again, if that's where your mind is at, that's also still very low vibrational. If you can't touch my head up here first, you're not even touching down here. That's just period. Like,
it's crazy that you said that, because mine is, I love the bombs. I'm like she's like, yes. Word. It's crazy you just said that, because my man he's locked up, and I'm in it for different reasons, genuinely. But at the end of the day, he's going through it. It's the beginning of what he's got to go through, and he's going through it. It's a lot of different emotions going on. So he was saying something like venting about how certain people ain't around, and I'm like, bro, it's all right. Like, you're gonna have to go through that, because now you're not physically here. Even with us, you're not physically here no more. So this ain't a physical relationship no more. Now you gotta learn me mentally. And emotionally. Now I gotta learn you, but I might already got ahead of you with the learning you emotionally and mentally, because I'm a female who's spiritually connected, so I know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
the things that you do, I accept them because I know who you are and I know what you're doing for me mentally. So right now, while you're locked up, now you got to learn me mentally. And now let's
That's
see
a
if this
fact.
is gonna work.
That's
You know
a
what I
fact.
mean? Because if people don't work on that, and that's where, you know, but I just told him that, like, literally, you gotta work on. Now this is a mental relationship. Let's see if you could do that, because not everybody could do mental relationships.
Ooh.
And
That's right.
you know what I mean? Like, not everybody can do that. It's always about the sexual attraction. Yeah, if I fuck you 3-4 times out the week, nigga, yeah, I caught feelings. I'm fucking lusting. Yeah, like why a girl don't think that just cause she's fucking a nigga and it's just like they're just having sex, like he don't catch a feeling too. Like that's not gonna stop, but it's nothing else there either. You know what I mean? Because all it is a physical attraction and a physical experience of physical energy. You're not even mentally connected yet if you do get there. But so
Yes,
that's the
ma'am.
reason why I ride for mine in his situation, because it's we already was mentally connected before he even went into the situation he's in. So I can, you know, I'm allowed, you know, I'm able to deal with certain things. But anyways, that's a whole different topic.
No,
We can go for days with this. But yeah,
Real.
yeah, no, absolutely. Nelly, I know you was over there having a little technical difficulty.
Yeah, I think I'm back. I think I'm good now.
Sometimes you gotta turn that Wi-Fi off on your phone. Sometimes it just don't work. So you just gotta use your cell phone tower.
Yeah, well, I'm on the laptop, so that's why I was I'm not sure why I was doing that, but you know, I'm back.
Okay, well, thank you for coming back. I'm not sure if I remember. We got all over the place. Did you go for 3?
Oh yeah, I answered this one.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move on to number 4.
Oh, hold on. I want to say one last thing about that. I'm sorry. I totally forgot I had a whole nother page back here. My bad. Because along with those relationships, and goes back to the soul ties episode, there's a lot of like karmic relationships that people have attached to them. And this is both negative, it can be both negative and positive, these karmic relationships. And this pretty much is just that you guys had a past life somewhere, somehow, may have been a contract written somewhere that, yeah, we're going to come back and finish this thing this time around. But certain questions, there's certain things you can ask. People be like, well, how do I know if I'm in one? So this is just certain questions that I figured out that you can try to like ask yourself so you can figure out if you're in a karmic relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be intimate. This can be like your family, it can be a sister, it can be a friend, work, whatever it is. But okay, so are you repeating the same relationship patterns? Are you finding yourself being in the same type of relationship, whether it's like abusive or emotionally unavailable? Are you doing the same thing over and over again? Are you accepting behaviors that you never will with anyone else? Do you feel overwhelmed or stuck in a relationship? Do you have a hard time understanding your behavior in this relationship? There's some other stuff I have, but those are just the main ones right there to ask yourself. Like, damn, because sometimes we be really in a place where it's like, I'm not even gonna name this person name, but there's this. Oh my God. At this point, I feel like the way this dude is doing this girl, he might even poop on her face. And she'll have a reason to be like, but he thought it was the toilet, so everything is good. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a place where you feel like you so stuck, you accepting all type of behaviors that you would not allow nobody else to do to you. Those are those stuck karmic ties where you still trying to figure out, damn, how the fuck. And then you get up one day and realize, well, what the fuck was I even doing in there? Well, yeah, these are these toxic situations that you want to pull yourself out of, and you usually don't know it, and you don't hear what nobody else is saying to you, but you don't know it until you're out of it. But just because you're physically out of it, don't mean that energy cord and attachment is totally done.
Wow.
That's true.
I'm gonna end the other one because I'm tired of that horn now. I'm tired of that horn now. No, that was dope though. Like, you're right. And I think again, we've all been there, but it's the whole point that part of our spiritual journey was breaking those cycles and things like that. So, absolutely. In what ways can you cleanse your energy and use it to reset?
There's so many different ways. Go ahead.
Well, y'all can figure out. Did somebody freeze?
Well, yeah, there's different ways to cleanse energy. Like for me, it could be different things. It depends on how I feel or what kind of energy I feel like I'm trying to cleanse. I don't really I'm not necessarily an expert on it or how. I just kind of go with what makes me feel good. So that could mean like sometimes a literal cleanse, like getting in the shower, letting water run over me, like that water, like some.
Oh
hell no. Oh wow.
That's the energy.
That's how real it is.
Wow, you're trying to get out a really good point, and your shit just said, All right, you got. Oh, girl.
Oh man.
We can't. You're. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh my girl gotta come back. It got caught up good.
Oh man, that's how real it is.
That's how real it was. It was something good. Somebody don't want that to come out. Somebody don't want that to come out, but she gonna come back. I was like, wait, she was going somewhere and we got lost in that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how real it is. But it depends on like what it is that you're going through. Everything has a different, helps you in different ways. But like for me, I do my own bath. I make my own bath because it's coming from me. It's something that I created in my thoughts and my manifestation. So, whether it's flowers or oils, sugar, salts, like whatever, herb, it could be anything that I want to put in my bath to wash off whatever energy I feel is on me. Because I'm gonna feel it. And it's gonna work because I put it together. So it's really what some days it could be sage. Some days it could be how you sage your house. We don't all sage our house the same way every day. Right. I know I don't. I have different ways I sage, and maybe my energy is off to where I need to sage every day, twice a day, counter clockwork, whatever, open the windows, close the windows, shut the doors, kick the thing out the door. Like, it don't matter what it is. Like, it really just depends on whatever your energies are telling you that you need to do. And again, nobody's ever like, I feel like people are like, oh, you got to go do this, that, and the third. But why? Because that person who told you to do it manifested it, or their energies is telling me. How can somebody else's energies tell me how to fix my own energies? That doesn't make sense to me. Your energies is gonna go on to what I cleanse with to clear my. How can you feel me? You don't even know me. How can you understand what I'm feeling right now? I could be feeling like, but that doesn't mean I want to hurt someone. So I'm not going to go get the chili powder and the pepper and manifest negativity. I'm going to think of, okay, I need a bath with sugar in it because I want to be sweet and I want everything sweet to be around me. I'm about to go take a bath in pennies today because I need to get rich.
Wait, what you say? You want to take a bath and what? Because you need to be rich? What was that?
Money.
Pennies.
Quarters, coins. If I want to throw $100 bills in my water, I'm getting in it because I want to be rich. I'm manifesting it. That's on me. It's on me. So it's all different ways that you would do it. It's your creation.
I never thought about that.
Oh yeah.
I never thought about
Girl. Fuck light candles for a nigga. I light a candle for a couple of dollars. But you know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
Yeah, no. So Nels, you was definitely having a good point. It was coming out. We missed it. The energy was going crazy. I don't know what happened.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, what I was saying about ways to cleanse your energy or ways that I cleanse my energy, definitely just literally cleansing it, taking a shower, clearing all that energy, negative energy or whatever it is off of me. Sometimes like I'll take walks after I drop the kids off for school, and sometimes I'll like stand in get a good spot, that's like, you know, that it's catching a good wind, and that wind, that air, is something about it that kind of just like, it almost like wipes your
Blows it
memory, like,
off.
you know, just it just gets your mind clear, and it kind of blows everything off of you, like you said, that negative energy. So, you know, like I think you had touched on this earlier, about getting outside, getting some air, getting fresh air when you're not feeling good or whatever like that. So yeah, having that wind touch you and just sit in it for a second. Sometimes the sun, like I'm a spring baby. So once the springtime, summertime hits, I start acting different. Okay. I be like,
Mhm.
I be acting different. Okay.
You
That's
all
how
like
that's
that.
how
Yeah, we
You
all
know,
like
that
that.
sun, it does
Yes,
something
indeed.
to you. You know,
Yeah.
it lifts your spirits. And so that's another way
Yeah.
of cleansing your energy. Sometimes just getting in the sun, you know, when it's nice and warm. And also like alone time. That's a big way that I clear my energy, you know, really sitting with myself, journaling, getting my thoughts out. Cause sometimes when I speak them, I'm not able to speak them. I like to write. So I've always written, like, even I had left New York when I was young and I moved to Pennsylvania. I used to like write people letters and stuff like that, like actual letters, like, you know, with a stamp and everything. And I've always loved writing. So, you know, that's a way for me to clear my energy, clear my thoughts also. So that's a part of
Yeah.
clearing your energy, you're clearing your thoughts and working through your thoughts. So those are all some of my favorite ways to clear. The sun is it for me. Like that really boosts my energy. It makes me feel good. It makes me have like so much clarity. But you know, it's winter, so you can't always get that feeling. But those are some of the other ways: a literal bath or some wind, girl. That wind, even if it's
Yeah.
cold.
You know what else I think about too is like I like to decorate. So for me, I might change up my whole room and do some weird shit
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, like living room or whatever, decorate, just redo everything. But
Mm-hmm.
then I like to sit back and be like, yo, every room is different. Every room got bad different things going on. They do not match each other. But I'm like I'm able to learn what my energies was when I was that day that I did that room or that month where I
Mm-hmm.
put that idea together. So now it's like I was feeling real dark that day. So what really bothered me? You know what I mean? Like I do that. I sit there and I look at
Mm-hmm.
colors of whatever colors I put out there in my own environment. What colors did I just put? You know, like okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. I went all pink. I mean, it was like, babe, like the room is pink. Like it's not. So I'm like, he's like, you look like one of those girls in high school who just got her first room and went crazy, got all pink. Because I'm always in a neutral color because I'm always, you know what I mean? Like it's a man here, so you think, okay, let me, but that's not always good for your energy or whatever you're going through. So I don't know, like even though with my situation being where he's at, I'm okay. Man, you know, I'm okay. I never needed him while he was here. I don't need him to do anything for me now. And now I gotta do. You feel me? So it's like, okay, I'm okay. But I sat back, I looked back, I said, oh yeah, my room is really pink.
I really like it here. I love it
But
here.
I felt good. And I was like, you know, I'm not changing it until it's time for me to change it. Because that showed me that with him and what I was going through, I had been going through a really rough time. So where I was at right then and there, things was happening and I was feeling that. So me being able to be told, look at your energy right now is good. Relax. You know what I mean? So that helped me. That helps me by looking at what I'm creating.
But that's really a real, like, that's not just like you just in your head. That's really like there's and I know in different places in the world they build homes a certain way just because they try to create a certain energy in their homes. Like
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, open windows, lots of windows, making you feel like you're outdoors, or doing things to brighten up your space, to make it feel, in the warm, or not in the warm, in the winter months, to make it feel more bright and make it feel more springtime. Maybe you was missing the spring, maybe you was missing those bright colors. So you was like, you know what, I'm gonna do pink. And not even realizing that you were changing up your energy. Yeah, you needed an energy change. That's what you were doing. And you was resetting yourself. So those are all different ways. Like I do that all the time. Like clutter. Sometimes it'd be like clutter, and I'd be like, I can't even think. I have to.
Clutter.
Yep. And I'll be like, I literally have to just take a second, and that will change my whole mood up for like the whole day. Like, oh my God, nothing like a just, everything just clear. You light yourself a little candle, put your little cozy socks on, and it's a whole energy shift. So those are all things like the aesthetics, the things that you feel, what you smell, what you're touching, like fabrics and stuff. All of that is a part of making your energy. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. So you're doing the right thing. You're changing your energy up,
So for me, I absolutely agree with y'all. I'm definitely a decorator. I definitely like to, switch things up sometimes or whatever. But I'm also a very big firm believer in removing myself from anything that just doesn't make me happy. So those energy vamps, those haters, those naysayers, they all get kicked. They all get kicked out of my life quicker than the rose can make a bitch bust a nut. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, I just need y'all to get going. And I'm big on reflecting and self-evaluation, because as like I always say, you attract what you are in the moment. And so I want to know, what is it about me that attracted these low vibrating souls? Especially because I'm a fearless and genuine soul, right? So it's kind of like, I believe in me. I believe in the magic and the power I possess. So how am I attracting people that are the opposite? And that's when I choose to really look inward and make some changes within myself. Music and traveling, writing, I do my Sage and my Pablo Santo and all of that other stuff. I talk to Corinne. I get my readings done. I don't fuck around. Like, what the fuck's going on? We gotta fix this right now, because something ain't right. Comes off. You know what I mean? And I could tell. And I genuinely attract. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, I never thought of myself as lucky, but I'm like super blessed. But I could tell when something's off. You know what I mean? Like. Like, things just come to me naturally, and it's just like intuition. Like, yo, you said you was broke, but you ain't never broke. How does that work? I'm like, no, bitch, I'm broke to me. But you know what I mean? Like, to somebody else, you might be like, you up or whatever. I'm like, no. I'm kind of down right now. What's going on? Things ain't flowing. My shit is it's stopping. So yeah, I don't know. That's just me and how I choose to cleanse my energy and reset it. I just need to look within myself. You know what I mean?
I had to remind, because a lot of people are always asking, though, why do they need to do a cleanse? And quite frankly, if your body's like a machine or a computer, the same way you have to get your computer updated every now and then, the same way you got to go take your car for an oil change, you have to start treating your body and your soul in that same way, whether it's something that you're doing regularly or, as everyone else stated, as needed. So a lot of people do the baths that was mentioned. For some people, it's therapy, just talking that out. You know what I'm saying? Get them words off your chest, so you can also sometimes for therapy for people, it's like, oh my God, I just spoke and I just got this weight on my shoulders. As you talk and you realize and you putting together things for yourself, and it may not even be the therapist that's giving you the answers. So that's helpful. Fasting. Before this time right here, fasting was everything for me. I try to fast at least once a month for a few days, or just on water, because the more your body is not processing out of you, the more energy you can use to now get closer to intuition and channel messages. And so it would be crazy. Those are crazy times to set intentions, to release things, but also to really try to get in good communication with spirit. Energy work as well. I do sound bath clearings that help me to get my chakras and everything in line. Or if there's a certain area I feel like I need to work on, I'm going to do that sound bath for that particular area so I can get a reset. And then everybody talked about those tools as well. The sage, the Palo Santo, the incenses, the crystals. These are all tools. And I tell people, You don't have to get obsessed with them. People be like, "Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to survive. I don't have my Palo Santo." No, that's not really how that works. You use these things enough, you now have this in your aura as a tool. These are now part of your toolbox. You don't need this physical. It's cute to have and it smells really nice to have all the time. But sometimes if you're quiet enough and you just call on that same energy, all these things have energies. As you mentioned with the herbs going into your chilies and the spices and all that. Same thing with essential oils. They all hold energy. And if you use them enough and incorporate them into your aura, you can call on these things when you're ready to help clean and reset you. You don't have to be actually physically have these things in your hand or hold them. So those are just reminders for like or the big people who need sometimes regular, like I need to go to the spa regularly. I need to get adjustment. I go to a chiropractor regularly every 2 weeks. That's part of me getting realigned. If your spine is fucked up and your bones is all over the place, baby, you're not in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Like so actual physical therapy and stuff like that is also really therapeutic. Massages and stuff, getting that done regularly is helpful to keep your body like reset and aligned too.
Yeah.
Self-care.
Yes,
Self-care is real
indeed.
big. Let's jump into
I also want to, I'm sorry, partially mention, because we were talking about like I think Nell had mentioned people telling you about you should do a cleanse for this. It's a lot of, as we get more into like open with this spiritual world, it's becoming very gimmicky, especially on like social media. You get it's a lot of false information out there. And so that discernment, Corinne, you was talking about, like you just have the ability to pop into that. A lot of people are lacking that discernment and so badly looking for guidance that you just listening to the first person that's fucking says something that sound about right. But it's like, damn, did you even tap into yourself, to your own God, to your own ancestors to see if this is accurate? You can't just be willing to follow anything just because it sound about right for you for now. But I don't do anything and that somebody told me to do unless I'm like, oh, I'm about to sit and meditate on that shit myself. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm about to just make sense for me first. So that's the other thing with the resets and, oh, buy this, do this. I'm not finna do this. I'm not doing this to make money. Like, I'm not about to do anything that a spirit is not telling me to do for you. But just be aware of that and use your discernment on all that, because people are real shicey out here. It's shicey, crazy. So
yeah, for sure. They will capitalize on anything.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So sometimes you outgrow relationships, friends or lovers, and job related relationships, and take work from all sides of the spectrum. You know, you need to be careful about who you're transparent with. They don't need to know your whole life story in 6 months, for example. Take time to reveal yourself. They have to earn that. Energy is transferable. Your children and family and close friends are going to notice it as well. I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to. There's a lot of them over here. Erica. Oh, I like that sugar bath. Sugar in my bath. Keep yourself sweet and everything sweet around you. Love it. Yes. Yes. Hereditary about the blessings on blessings. Oh, she's saying it's hereditary. Yeah, your ancestors definitely send those blessings down for you. Writing is clearing and expressing your feelings, and rain too is cleansing for me. I love the spring and the summertime, summer rain and winter too, but I hate being in the winter cold rain. Fresh air to cleansing energy. Sun for sure. Yes, the sun definitely recharges you. Absolutely. We want to thank y'all for those comments. So now this is our last question before we head out. How do you use energy to your benefit? Because we talked a lot about, you know, the impacts and you know, the intentions of energy and that whole aspect, but how do you use it to your benefit?
I mean, you can use it as, well, it is your benefit, because if you're able to read it correctly, then you're able to know who you're dealing with or what you're dealing with. Or even like if you're overwhelmed with something and you got to take that big woosah and collect it, you know what I mean? So it could be beneficial in that way to calm you down, back down, especially like I told you, I find myself getting anxiety like crazy now, and I think my anxiety is just all the ultimate high because I just feel like I can't fail. So don't fail. And then it's like,
that's the space we're
nigga,
in
I
right
got
now.
shit to do. I got work to do. Oh, no, I ain't sleeping in today. No, I can't go do. Oh, that party, nah, shutting that shit down. So like then the anxiety comes because it's like I'm still tempted, and then I still have a whole bunch of other shit. So don't, like the anxiety comes. So that's bad energy because I'm doubting myself. So now it's like, let me collect it. Let me breathe. Let me like take this in. Let me like just pause for 1 second and collect my positive energy so I can again reset and get back focused. So it can be beneficial in that way, or just like I said before, just knowing who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. And absolutely. And not even just knowing who you're dealing with, but I try to be aware of my own energy at all times, and I try to use my energy for positivity only. So, like in my journey, I've realized the power of having less negative conversations and thoughts. Like that, like how you were saying just now, like about doubting yourself. Like, no, I can't think that. Like, there's no, like, I realized that the universe literally only hears what you said. Like, it's like the key factors of the way they don't hear. So if you be like, oh, failed, all it hears is fail. So now you going, fail at something for that game or whatever. You're, you're putting that on yourself, projecting that onto yourself. So that's real. We need to be mindful of the things that we're saying and we're thinking. If I'm having an off day, I try to stay to myself until that's dealt with. I manifest, I believe, and I appreciate. And honestly, I just really try to feed my soul. The laws of the land is something that I truly, ultimately try to abide by. And my favorite ones is like the law of attraction, the law of correspondence. You create your own world. Your outward world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you understand that, then you understand the power you truly possess. People think this shit is like some weird shit that these famous people be saying, like, oh no, I always thought and I always saw myself this, that. No, that shit is real. They understand
real shit,
yeah, they understand how to make these.
That's what that was their fantasy.
Absolutely. So again, you got to ask yourself, are you at peace today? And if not, what do you have to do to adjust your peace? That's the law of action. That's the law, the law of cause and effect, because karma is real. These are real things. So when you saying, oh, this is your karma, that's a law called the law of cause and effect.
Yeah.
You do good and good can only come from good, right? So love can only breed love. And last but not least, understanding the law of vibration and that everything in the universe is divine energy. I told you it was gonna be positive.
Our new thing, well, it's not like a new thing, but you have to get back to it as far as like, oh, I want to have a nice big, your dream house somewhere, wherever you want it. No, it's not. No, I'm about to have that. Like that. No, all right. When I get the crib, when I get this, when I get there or that or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I had to stop doing like, oh, I want. No, I might want it, but no, if I really want it, I gotta manifest that to say when that happens, because it's gonna happen.
That's like I found this like $8 million house, right? I found this $8 million house, and I be telling people like, I live at such and such a place. They be like, so I was like, what? Like I called my sisters and stuff, and everybody I did text out here. I'm like, you want to see where we about to move to, babe? And she's like, and I sent to the address. She's like, okay, we're gonna build you a beach there. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Like, you know what I mean? Or creating a vision board. So like, literally, my $8 million house that I'm about to live in is what my vision board. Like, the car that I want, anything that I always say this, and this is dope, and I've been saying this for years. Like, anything that I ever wanted, I always knew I was gonna have. I would write it down in a book, and I didn't know what I was doing at that time, which was actually, like Corinne said earlier, setting my intentions. Like now, just manifesting. Yeah, I was always like, down to the design of my house. Like if I said I want a kitchen nook and I want my kitchen and my living room to be separated. I want my rooms to look like this. I want this, that, and the third. Like the bed, the furniture, everything I've ever wanted, I've always like. To me, on my mind, I already had it. I knew I was gonna have it. Crazy.
Yeah.
The power eats the best.
Yeah, but and that's also like I mean, it's also if I want it, or if you want something, you can't tell me you want it if you're not showing or doing things to get it. Clearly you don't want it. You know, clearly you don't want it. So I was just telling somebody this the other day, like, if I say, because they trying to tell me how I feel, what I want. Don't tell me. If I say I want this, I'm gonna get it. It don't matter if it takes 5-10 years. I'm coming for it. Like, that's just. I'm not gonna tell you I want something because I don't gotta lie to you about my wants and needs. Because you ain't gonna do it for me, but for a short period of time. If you do it, I have to maintain that, or I gotta get it myself. So therefore, I'm not dependent on you to make it happen. So when you don't make it happen, I go back to back to our conversation from before, the depression and the bad energy and all of that. So it's everything, like
everything is connected. Everything is tied together.
Yeah, it's
the power, I mean, you guys said it already. The power of the tongue is really crazy. And it's really comes down also, you got to really get really specific with how you say it. Because I know a lot of people who have 30 affirmations on their mirror in the morning, but oh my God, it's not working for me. Baby, that's not how this works, right? It's not, oh, I want this, I want that. If you don't even believe some of that stuff, if you don't believe you deserve that, now you're already lying to yourself. That's part one.
Yeah.
But then two, also, when you requesting things from the universe, you got to be in that same emotion of already having that shit. I'm not about to sit here sad like I want a house. No, bitch, I'm excited.
Right.
I thank you, God, for this shit. This shit already landed in my lab. Praise all God. Be in that same zone is when this shit happened. If you want to sit there and cry, don't let it be sad tears, but be crying because, like, oh my God, I just signed my lease, but you're not there yet. But guess what? It is there, right? There, I have psychics that really just one in particular who I speak to, and she already sees the house. There are things that you can speak to some people who are gifted in this way. They already see what's there for you. That's just letting you know that that particle is there to be attracted, and it's just waiting for you to be at the right frequency level to boom. Now you attracted that shit to yourself. Life is not happening to you; it's happening for you. And the more you like sit back and like, oh my God, I mean, it's just really funny because people love affirmations, but that's not gonna cut it for you if you're not even utilizing the energy correctly, right? So Corinne, you talked about those laws of the universe. You mentioned 2 or 3. It's like 12 of them shits. You know what I'm saying? If you can understand a lot of the laws of the universe and how it works, you can literally understand how to tap in and also maneuver that energy. Cheat codes, right? You got things like using colors and numbers. You talk about the colors in your house, that's dead ass feng shui. And you like, damn, you go into different rooms, it's all different colors. But guess what? There's a lot of feng shui experts that will hold a map over your house or different rooms in your house. A bagua is called. And each room and also each section in the room should also be decorated pertaining to a certain color if you want to attract certain things. So it's the same thing with the day. Am I wearing purple because I feel like I fuck like royalty? No, certain colors like purple will attract shit to you, right? If I'm going outside wearing red, especially during certain moon cycles, I'm about to be pissed all day. I'm gonna probably fucking curse somebody out. You know what I'm saying? But it also come down to even sometimes wearing the same color as my daughter. Like now we're on the same wavelength, you know what I'm saying? And she always gonna do her own thing anyway, but it's not just about matching and being cute. No, now we literally we're here a little bit connected. We are if we're not wearing, the same color. But also numbers, angel numbers. People think it's a little gimmick in a game. No, it's not. I knew when I got pregnant immediately because I finished cleaning up, checked my phone, the shit said 111. I said, oh shit, we just got pregnant. My man thought I was fucking playing, but I was and it dead ass is serious. Like that should just happen. You knowing and understanding angel numbers and how those numbers work and affect you. 111, that's a portal. If you look at it, 111 or 1111, it literally looks like doorways. You have an opportunity to manifest something straight down to you. 888 circle. Understanding those things can help you really get ahead. And then also certain dates. People be like, oh my God, portal open. Yeah. February 2nd, 2022. All them, I mean, it's these things are not just presented to you for a reason. So it's learning how to tap into these different level of things to manipulate energy for your own benefit so you can really start manifesting things in front of you. That makes sense. Behind me is a fucking hot mess. I just manifested a whole fucking office and like yoga wellness studio. So it's like If you are there, you can fucking have it. You can fucking have it. And it turned out I was supposed to go on a fucking trip with somebody.
Yeah.
It got canceled last minute. I'm like, fuck that. I'm about to go look for office spaces. I got to handle my business anyway. And that same day, now I'm fucking working on something else. So don't ever look at something as a closed door is done. Don't be down and out. Because there's always one closed door as another 2 or 3 or 10 that's open up for you. That's just period.
Yes. Nelly.
Yes. So, okay. So how I use my energy to benefit me. I didn't hear everything of what everyone said because I was kind of going in and out, but definitely I use my energy. Like I said, I like to write. So writing down what I want, writing down how I want to feel for the day, writing down, sometimes there was a period of time like in 2019 is like kind of when I really started discovering like about how much words and how much energy and numbers and all of these things really affect your daily life. And I would be like having a rough day or something and writing it down, like saying, okay, maybe the particular thing that was happening was I'm having a financial issue. So I'm writing down all day, like, money is flowing. Money is not a problem for me. These types of things. And then things would happen. Like, somebody would call me and be like, oh, let me give you something. Like literally somebody's calling me like, so things like that, just really creating what I want with my energy, which I have to be careful of sometimes because sometimes, like I said, my energy is not always right. So I have to, check myself, center myself, recenter myself. And that's why sometimes things go wrong is because I'll be giving off the wrong energy. But to use it to my benefit, definitely write things down and then try to, like you were saying, act the action after it. If I want to get a new job, I need to be making applications. I need to be redoing my resume. I don't need to, when somebody be like, okay, let me see your resume, it should be updated. If I'm saying I want a job, if I want to
know how much you want to make. I be
yeah.
creating budget plans. I'll be like, no, I need to make this to accomplish
this and this to get this.
Yes.
Girl, I'll be like,
exactly.
And you know what? It really be happening for me though. It really do. Like I literally could be like one time I manifested this whole like my schedule down to pay, down to everything. I went out with the intent of this is what's going to happen because this is what's going to accommodate X, Y, and Z. And when I tell you to the T, like this is crazy. Like
and
once
that's
you
the power.
Out and tap into it, it's just like you feel like you're gonna be. I don't know. You got a secret. You got some like magic. Like voodoo and shit. Like, oh, Corey used to voodoo. No, bitch. I be manifesting things. I be having
There's actually a book about this called The Secret, and it's about manifesting what you want, manifesting the things that you say that you want in your life, and how to create energy, positive energy, or whatever kind of energy you need around yourself. So it is like a secret because people don't really know about it. People are not in tune with how to use energy to their benefit. So it is kind of a secret.
Absolutely. Shout out to The Secret. If you don't got the book, you should go get the book. It will definitely help enlighten you a little bit further on everything that we kind of discussed here today. It will help you tap in. So last but not least, it's a good reference, yes. So last but not least, Corinne, this is your part. Take it away. What is the takeaway from this episode?
Takeaway. I think we really stressed it enough, the importance of energy, but I think really learning about yourself, as you learn about yourself, especially if you have children, I have like a binder I'm putting together for my daughter. So as I'm learning things about myself, whether it's numerology, astrology, pass that along to your kids. So they're not just out there picking this up from somebody else, having to learn it from someone else, because that's critical for them and their upbringing as well. And even just your relationship with them and your partner too. Affirmations. If you can get yourself in a zone of saying affirmations, Calm is the app that I use. Calm, CALM. That's great for meditation. You can start off your day with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20, whatever. Time yourself, but also check-ins throughout the day. You can time yourself for check-ins. 10 a.m., 3 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. what's my gratitude, how I'm feeling. And those regular things can just keep you on track for your energies at. Random things can throw you off, but if you have these reminders, physical reminders in front of you, you're more likely to kind of just be more aware and conscious of your energy throughout the day. Um, Practice and understanding those universal laws. Corinne, you touched on a few of those. A lot of this, people got to do their own research sometimes because people just be wanting to be spoon fed some stuff. A lot of this stuff we have to go out and do our own research, do our own, like, spend our own money and all this. You got to really get into a habit of not just trying to fucking wait for somebody else to do everything for you. So start looking up some of this stuff on your own as well.
Yeah.
Make sure you connecting yourself and with your breath and nature. And people be like, damn, I live in the city, it's always noisy. Yeah, but that shit is like rhythm. You can find the rhythm in the city as well, with the fucking the sirens, with the shit passing over you, the birds. It's rhythmic. Okay, I think that's it right there. But just find your space. If you can't fucking, I want to be in Hawaii. Okay, if you can't get there right now, how can you create that peace around yourself so that you're still not missing out on that balance and an alignment that's necessary? And if you haven't already, people need to be creating vision boards, but also make it like reasonable for where you at. You know what I'm saying? Not saying don't think about that fucking, oh, let me get a G-Wagon. However, are you also taking, you know what I'm saying? Are you also like planning out steps on how you want to get there? Are you changing
to get
jobs?
to the G-Wagon?
You know what I'm saying? To get that G-Wagon. So don't play yourself. Let it be attainable and like realistic for yourself as well. But even with vision boards, you have a app that I use called Vision Board as well. You can put pictures. If you don't feel like cutting shit out and having a board in front of you, you can actually put these images into that app and you can look at it daily or whatever, and it'll flash all these images at you in like 2 seconds. And it may look like, what the fuck, I didn't see everything, but your brain definitely did just register every image that's in there. So, but also connecting, if you're gonna make a vision board, connect with each of those. I hold shit to my heart. Like, again, if you're doing anything from a place of love, you can't go wrong. So don't be like, oh, I want this job. Let me hold this application to my heart, all right? And let me send this out there to the universe, to God, to open these doors up for me. Because if you're doing it from a place of like, whatever, the universe knows if your intentions aren't the best. That's it. We just leave that there.
Yep.
And then also, okay, somebody has something to say. Okay. I'm doing a 21-day meditation challenge for it's really for abundance as well, but healing and opening up the heart. A lot of people don't realize a lot of the abundance that you lack in your life comes from all the blockages in your heart, whether that's heartbreak from an intimate partner, heartbreak from your parents or whatever. All these blockages are literally keeping you from like having regular things flowing to you. And with energy, that shit should be a revolving door. There's not a day that if I spend $650, the shit don't come back to me plus some more. So you should always understand the balance of like assets and liabilities. If I'm going to be spending, I'm not going to spend money unless I know where the shit's come back in from. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like I know what's going to always come back in, but I'm already like, all right, you need to do XYZ 3 times. Have that math planned out so you can start to actually see things manifested in front of you. Because if not, you're going to always be in a place of chasing somewhere and ending up stressed out and going into your fucking grave that way. So that's just all. You can find out info on that 21-day challenge that's kicking off February 1st on my Instagram,
which is
Royal Roots Co. Royal_Roots_Co.
Yes. I just want to say that I really had a great time here with you ladies. I think we shared a lot. We learned a lot from one another. We exchanged a lot of positive energy. Like, we on the right path. You can't, like, 2 or more even score. Like, we can't all be wrong on this damn, you know what I mean, platform. So I definitely think people need to tap more into themselves mostly, figure out where you are. Y'all already know I'm your girl Corey D's, aka Lemon Squeeze. Y'all can always find me at lemon_squeeze3 or hush your mouth _ENT. I think. Let me see. I don't even know what I got here for whatever. But let me see. I think. Oh, look, it's right there. Let me move it off. Hold on. I'm still learning how to do this whole thing, but it's right there. All of our names are there. Oh, I learned something just now. See, that was the energy, and that's what happened. Nels, where they can find you at?
Nels 159 or the_ZAZAMA.
Oh, okay, yes. She made a page for the last time. I don't know if I can say, Coco, where they can find you at, or can they find you at all?
Yeah, mine is the same as it's posted here, but with the NLEZZ5 at the end of it.
Yes.
So yeah,
that was today's episode. Y'all already know. Until next time, I want you to always speak out or hush your mouth.
Yeah. Thank you.